Hey, my friend. I want to talk to you about the day I realized I needed to own what I sell, why control mattered more than another opportunity. And this is coming from a really, really good place. Okay. So there's a quiet breaking point that I went through. There was a moment when it finally clicked for me. And it wasn't really dramatic. I wasn't angry about anything, it wasn't hype that was driving it. I was just tired of adjusting, tired of relearning, tired of building momentum on things that kept changing. Because that's what happens when you're in affiliate marketing. You don't own the product, it's up to the owner, rightfully so, to change it. But I just really got tired of that directly affecting me. And that's when I realized something really important. I didn't have an income problem, I had a control problem. Isn't that powerful? So, I've been doing it years one way. I've been an affiliate off and on for about 16, 17 years. I've promoted good programs, good income systems, good products and services, legit programs, okay? But the programs that worked, they worked until they didn't. One minute it's set it up this way, then it's no, use this platform. And then it's no, we were using this platform, or switch to this checkout, or move your links, or rebuild your pages, or change your messaging, which all of those things are good. I'm not above learning, I'm not above change. None of it's wrong. But all of it required time that I didn't have. It started stretching me, and I had to do something. There's too many moving parts. I say that a lot in my personal life and here online. When you work full time and you have responsibilities and a real life that doesn't pause for online income, too many moving parts becomes the thing that breaks you. Now, you could be saying to me, well, why are you doing it? Well, I do need to earn extra income. Okay. But I'm not going to break myself doing it. I got to find something that's going to work. And too many moving parts, along with the full time job, too much. So, the realization, the day it hit me was very simple. And I'm sure people who know me, they're probably saying, what took you so long? We know we do better when we know better. But I thought to myself, if this changes again, I don't even have the energy to keep up. And when I say changing, when you have like master resale rights, and that company may give you 85%, and then they have the rest. But the changing, one minute they're on school, next minute they're on WAP, one minute you can sell it on Beacon, but then they need to change it to Stand Store. It's just too much. And then affiliate programs, you're out there, you're talking about a software, you're a reseller for this company, you're not an employee, you're an independent contractor, but you're talking about this software and here and there, and then they change it, they change compensation plans, and it just really got to be too much. It got to be too much. And so that's when I knew, if I'm going to be doing this, it has to fit my life. It has to ease and calm my nervous system. Yes, I'm still willing to learn. Yes, I'm still willing to put in the work, because I'm not lazy, I'm not tired, but I just don't want to deal with the internet's idea of hustle. I don't want to deal with someone else's system. I just came to that realization, and I chose control. And I am so glad that I entered in the latter part of 2025 making this decision. I chose control. I didn't want to depend on support tickets, platform updates, rules changing overnight, or hoping someone else keeps things running. I needed something stable. I needed something that was mine. I feel like I'm a little kid on the playground. And that's the day I realized I needed to own what I sell. Own what I sell. So, a different way forward for me. Here's the part that I want to say it surprised me, but then it didn't. But I didn't sit down and I didn't create a product from scratch because we go back to the time, my time. So I didn't create it from scratch. I didn't have the time for that. Instead, I purchased a digital product system, a PDF. That's what I did. I purchased it, and it was like a 3-day decision. I was watching it. A colleague of mine introduced me to it, and I didn't rush into purchasing it. Sometimes we rush and, oh, I got to resell that. No more of that. I didn't rush. I thought about it for 3 days so I could make sure that it wasn't a compulsive decision or a decision driven by emotion on how much the person is making and what the industry is doing. And it definitely wasn't the price because the price was $27. So that wasn't the question. What I was really deciding over those 3 days was, is this going to put me back into the same loop that I've been in? Because I don't want to be in the same loop. Right. And so this may be a good teachable moment or aha moment for you. I don't believe it's ever the price. It could be $27 or $2,700. If it's something that matches with our belief system, matches with our spirit, soul, body, matches with our work, you know, we'll find the money. So I don't think it's the money, you know? So I just didn't want to be in the same loop. So then I went from idea to product. What does that mean? When I committed, I customized the product. I added my own bonus content and had my own digital product ready within 24 hours. That's just my story. I knew what was coming on the weekend. And because I work every other Saturday, so I knew what was coming. And so I just got home at 8 p.m. and I went through it. It was simple. It was direct to the point. And from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m., I had a product, right? So I don't suggest it, but I had some work goal timelines, like I said, coming up. So this is when I had to do it. So I sacrificed a little sleep to get it done. And that moment when I got it done and uploaded it, it it's like it gave me a rejuvenated life in this industry because suddenly I wasn't waiting on anyone. I wasn't confused about setup. I wasn't chasing updates. I had a product, y'all. I could upload to my own store and sell on my own terms. That's huge, huge. So, this is what ownership feels like in this digital product space. So, why does this matter? If you're like me, you don't need another side hustle. We're done with that. You need something that respects your schedule, that works in small pockets of time, doesn't require like constant rebuilding. It allows you to learn in micro moments and it allows you to earn in micro payments. So, of course, this isn't about like getting rich, it's about getting unstuck, right? You feel stuck. So if you're feeling stuck, it's about you getting unstuck. And I believe that this is where ownership comes in. So it's about income that doesn't fight your life. Ooh, 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 that's powerful. It's about income that doesn't fight your life. And that's kind of what I felt in 2025, like I was fighting. And I didn't want to do that anymore. Yeah, I signed up for it and I signed out of it. So, micro learning, micro income, that's why I created what I now call the micro income, make it yours digital kit. Not because I wanted another product, but because I needed control. If you didn't know, I work in the educational realm where I help students graduate high school, go to college, and get a college degree. And right now, micro learning is number one. We have these students, they're going to high school half day and they're going to college half day. And they're getting certifications, CNA, manufacturing, uh, all different type of categories. And In the summer, they're working internships and they're earning like 18, 19, 20, $25 an hour, all off of a certification. And what does this have to do with micro learning? Well, you learn something in a short amount of time. That's what a certificate program is. And you apply it immediately and you begin to earn, right? So, micro learning, micro income is huge right now. And the micro income part, it does not have to be a small amount, right? Yeah. So, I didn't need another product. I needed control. That's what I needed. So, I have a gentle invitation for you. And now I'm sharing it with people like me, full time workers, people who have busy schedules, real responsibilities, who still need extra income that makes sense. You need extra income that makes sense. So if this resonates, stay with me because this is the beginning of a bigger conversation. If this message found you, I don't believe it was by accident. So you want to stay connected. I'm sharing this openly with what works, what doesn't, and how I'm building income with control and peace. That's really huge for me here this year. So the micro income, make it yours digital kit is linked below if you feel led to explore it. See, there's no rah, 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 get in now. No, because I'm totally grounded and comfortable and confident knowing that I know that this works. I made my first sale within the first 48 hours. But it's such a eye opener. It's such a confidence builder because it wasn't very hard to do. Okay. So that's all I have to say today. And I just want to bid you many blessings. Click the link in my bio or in the video description so you can learn more. You can look at this micro kit that I put together. All right. Many blessings.